An own goal. That is how Australia's World Cup campaign just took a massive hit this morning. Cameron Burgess, 11 minutes on the clock, and just like that, the Socceroos were behind in a match they needed something from. Final score: USA 2, Australia 0. And every Australian who set that 5 a.m. alarm this morning has woken up with a hangover they didn't even drink for. Let's break down exactly what went wrong, and whether the Socceroos can still make it through to the knockout stages. Point 1. The own goal that changed everything. 11 minutes in, Folarin Balogun made a scintillating run down the right. The cross came in, and Cameron Burgess, under pressure, turned it into his own net. USA 1, Australia 0. Inside the first 15 minutes, Australia were already chasing the game. Here's the brutal stat. This is the second own goal an opponent has scored against the USA in this tournament. Paraguay did exactly the same thing in the opener. The Americans aren't just scoring goals, teams are gifting them goals. And against a team playing with that kind of confidence, one mistake is all it takes. Point 2. The USA did this without their best player. Christian Pulisic, their captain, their talisman, sat out the entire match with a calf injury. And Australia still couldn't find a way through. Alex Freeman doubled the lead in the 43rd minute, nodding home a deflected shot. 2-0 at the break. The Socceroos pushed in the second half. They really did. But the USA defense held firm and recorded their first clean sheet since September. Think about that for a second. The Americans beat Australia, convincingly, without their most dangerous attacking player on the pitch. That is not a fluke. That is a team performing as a complete unit. Point 3. Tony Popovic made a bold call, and it didn't pay off. The Socceroos coach dropped both goal scorers from the Turkey win to the bench, Irankunda and Metcalfe. Both watched from the sideline as Australia searched for answers up front. Was it the wrong call? Maybe. Maybe Popovic wanted fresh legs against a stronger opponent. But when your team needs a goal and your two match winners from Game 1 are sitting on the bench, questions are fair to ask. This is the kind of decision Australian football fans will be debating all week. Now here's what it means for the Socceroos going forward. The USA has clinched their spot in the knockout rounds. Locked in, done. They sit on 6 points after 2 wins from 2. Australia sits on 3 points, same as the result from beating Turkey. The Socceroos' fate now comes down to one final group game. Australia must beat Turkey, or at minimum avoid defeat, while hoping the results elsewhere go their way. Every Australian fan needs to understand this clearly. The dream is not over. But the margin for error is gone. So here's my honest take. Australia were always going to find this USA side difficult, especially on home soil, in front of a screaming Seattle crowd. The own goal hurt, but the bigger concern is this Socceroos side struggled to create clear chances even when chasing the game. The final group match is now a must-not lose. Everything the Socceroos worked for against Turkey in Game 1 is still alive, but only just. What do you think? Was dropping Irankunda and Metcalfe the right call? Can Australia still get through this group? Drop your prediction in the comments right now. I'll reply to every single one today. Subscribe and hit the bell. I'm posting every single day until the World Cup final on July 19th. More analysis, more predictions, every single day. See you tomorrow.